Hello crafters and welcome to this week's From Picture to Page Beyond Paper Craft Show update. Now I'm Michelle Brown, Creative Director from Picture to Page, and we're nurturing your creativity with in-person and online events. So this week we've got a dash of inspiration, we've got a quick wrap up from the Pakenham show, we've got news about the Werribee show and the D-Stash and the online show, and of course the Paper Craft Posse. So firstly, whether you're watching us here live or a replay, pop in the comments, say hello, let us know that you're there, and continue participating in our online community until we get to the next show. So firstly, with our inspiration today, I'd like to encourage you to be brave with colours. Now, sometimes when you're starting out crafting, that can be a real challenge. And what do I mean by being brave? Sometimes we're very good at sticking to the colours that we like. We like sticking to the cool colours or the warm colours or maybe greens or pinks. But sometimes if we step out of our comfort zone, some interesting things happen. Now recently I've been working on this online project, and this is one of the master boards that I made that I think I shared on the Posse this week. Now as you can see, again, it doesn't quite capture the light, but I've gone for quite a light blue and a maroon colour. But then not only just with black and white, I've also gone for this neutral colour as well. And I'm really enjoying doing that black and white and that neutral craft with a colour or two. And I'm finding that's a really interesting palette. So while I'm still being quite brave in my colour choices, I'm actually still trying to be quite focused as well. Because that can be the other challenge. Sometimes if we get too many colours, it becomes too scattered and there's not enough points where we can pick them up around the page or the image. So I'd like to challenge you to be brave with colours. If you're not very brave, then find some things that you like and analyse what it is that you like about them. Is it that there's a pop of an opposite colour? Now we all sort of know that colour wheel, and sometimes that theory can help and other times it just gets in the way. So if you don't feel very brave with colours, find some things that really inspire you and see if you can give that a try, because it just might inspire you to create some more. Now, a huge thank you to everyone that came along to the Pakenham show. We were at the Cardinia Cultural Centre a week and a bit ago now, and it was fantastic to see all the retailers. We had so many classes, make and takes and demonstrations on offer. It was really hard to fit everything in on one day, and many crafters did come back on the second day as well, and it was lovely to see so many smiling faces. The weather was a bit challenging, but it managed to hold out for us most of the time, and it was just lovely to see people there, to hear the chatter, to hear the level of excitement, to see people greeting old friends and making new friends, coming and asking questions, checking in with the retailers. It was just fantastic. So thank you to all the retailers, to the Picture to Page team that helped us put together, and of course all of you, the crafters, because without you, we won't have a craft show. Now the very next thing coming up is our P2P Crafts D-Stash Market. This is the second one that we're running. So it's on Saturday the 3rd of June from 10 a.m. until 3 p.m. and it's at the Notting Hill Community Hall. Now for all the details, how to get there and where all the extra parking is, head over to our website from picturetopageandbeyond.com.au, scroll down and click on the D-Stash button and all the detail is there. We are currently full, so I can't take any more sellers at the moment, but our next one will be in September. So keep an eye out for your emails if you'd like to apply to that one. But of course, come along to this one. We've got so many different craft supplies on offer. We've got some X Stampin' Up demonstrations, X Kazaz, X Close to My Heart, I think, so there'll be some older things there. And of course, as many of you know, we just tend to accumulate stuff over time. So there'll be so many bargains, and we do need your help to rehome some of these unwanted craft supplies. So I would love to see you there, 10 a.m. until 3 p.m. at the Notting Hill Community Hall, which is in Ferntree Gully, not far from Blackburn Road in Notting Hill, which is kind of Clayton or Mount Waverley. It's kind of that little bit in the middle, not far from Melbourne, Monash University. Snacks and drinks will be available, and there'll be a seating area as well. So bring some friends, catch up with some crafters, grab a bargain, have something to eat, and just have a fantastic day. Our very next event is our online craft show. Now, we've currently got that penciled in for Friday the 16th and Saturday the 17th of June. Now, we're still doing some wrangling around that, so unfortunately I don't have any announcements of what's going on there, but believe me, we're working very hard behind the scenes to make that a success. And unfortunately, I've got some really sad news about the Werribee show. Now, hopefully you've all seen it in your emails by now, but unfortunately our July show in Werribee, which was originally our Geelong show, we have had to cancel. We have just not been able to make this new venue work. There's a lot of things that have gone into it. The different venues had some requirements that have been really hard to meet, and as well as the retailers as well. So it's just been impossible for us to pull it together. So unfortunately, we've had to cancel that show. And thank you all of those that reached out with your sympathies and understandings and expressing your disappointment, because I fully understand. We are disappointed And heartbroken as well, because we hate to have to cancel shows. It was hard enough during COVID, and it's definitely hard now. So thank you all for your understanding and your well wishes. They are most definitely appreciated. But as I've mentioned previously, we're doing a big review for 2024, so please keep an eye out for them. Make sure you fill out our survey so we know what you like about our shows, what we could possibly do to improve, and we will have a good plan for next year out soon. And so finally, our Papercraft Posse. My goodness, we've had a huge explosion of members since the last show, so welcome to all of you. Now, the Papercraft Posse is our Facebook group where we can catch up with each other. Between shows, you can get in touch with retailers, ask questions to a whole heap of like-minded crafters. So this week, we've had some scrapbooking layouts by Julie and Debbie. We've had some lovely cards by Sarah. And then we had some mixed media by Lisa, and I can see Lisa there as well, and myself. So I was showing off my masterboard that I was making. And Lisa was also doing some swatching with paints and some stencil butters. So it's a great way to see what other people picked up at the show as well, and things that you might have missed. And of course, I did a coffee catch-up, which I haven't done for a while. We used to do them regularly during COVID, and it's just a chance for us to check in with each other, let each other know that we're there, and just remind ourselves that we do have this little community online, and we can help spark each other's creativity and be there to support each other when things are tough. So that's it for this week's inspiration. I encourage you to be brave with colours. Perhaps try colours that you hadn't tried together before, or a bit of a different colour palette, or a limited colour palette, and see if that sparks your creativity. A huge thank you to everyone that came to our Pakenham show. Disha's show, I would love to see so many of you there. It's a great chance to catch up. So that's Saturday the 3rd of June at the Notting Hill Community Hall. Again, all the details on our website from picturetopageandbeyond.com.au, and there is a link somewhere near this video which will take you there as well, which shows how to get there, where all the extra parking is, and like we said, tea, coffee and snacks available. Online craft show, more news about that coming up in June. And yes, unfortunately, we have had to cancel our Werribee show. And again, details of that are in our email newsletter. So I think that's it for this week. As always, any questions or comments, pop them below and we'll definitely keep an eye on them. I'm looking forward to catching up with you all very soon. And I hope you have had a crafty day. Bye for now.